What is halal to eat? The world is full of delicious foods and drinks. However, according to the Islamic laws, there are some types that we are not allowed to consume because it may harm the body or the soul. In this episode, we are going to talk about what we are and what we are not allowed to consume. First, we'll start with animal produce. For meat to be halal, there are two conditions. First, the meat should be of an animal that we are allowed to eat. That's what we are going to talk about here. Second, the animal should be slaughtered or hunted according to the Islamic laws. This topic will be discussed in details in a separate episode. We will divide the animals into four groups: terrestrial animals, birds, aquatic animals, and insects. The first group, terrestrial animals. What is permissible to eat in this group are domestic animals such as sheep, cows, and camels. Although it is permissible to eat horses, mules, and donkeys, it is deemed detestable. Of the wild animals or ones that live in nature, antelopes, deer, cows, rams, roe deer, and zebras are halal. However, it is prohibited to eat animals with tusks and predators with claws such as walrus, boar, lions, and foxes. Dogs, pigs, and cats, although considered domestic animals in some cultures, are not allowed to. Also prohibited are musukh animals, or literally transformed animals, such as monkeys, elephants, and bears, etc. All small animals that live underground, such as mice, snakes, and hedgehogs, are also prohibited. Lastly, rabbits and hares are also haram in the school of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. The second group, birds. Birds are divided into two subgroups. Those that have no feathers are haram to eat. This group includes bats. And those that have feathers, from this subgroup, it is prohibited to eat birds of prey that have claws or talons. Well, can I identify birds of prey that have claws or talons from other kinds of birds? There is a simple way that helps us to distinguish between the two. While the bird is flying, observe it. If it flaps its wings more than it glides in the sky, it's halal to eat it. But if the bird glides in the sky more than it flaps its wings, it's a bird of prey and it's haram to eat it. Doves, for example, flap their wings continuously and rarely glide. However, an eagle flies up in the sky with open wings more than moving them. According to the principle, doves are halal while eagles are not. Another question: what if flapping and gliding time were equal or the bird doesn't fly at all? If the previous method didn't help, there's another method, which is the existence of a crop, gizzard, or spur in a bird. Having one of these indicates that the bird is halal to eat. A crop is a pouch in a bird's gullet where food is temporarily stored. A gizzard is a part of bird's stomach where grits are stored. A spur is a horny spike on the back of the feet of the bird. Note, if the results of these two methods contradict, the first method should be applied. The third group, aquatic animals. All fish that have scales are halal. Although some fish lose their scales due to repetitive contact with rocks, they are still halal because they originally had scales, whereas fish which originally don't have scales are haram. All non-fish sea animals except shrimps are haram. So octopus, shellfish, crab, etc. are haram. Do note that only shrimps are halal and animals that resemble shrimps such as crayfish and lobster are haram. The fourth group, insects. All kinds of insects are haram, whether they fly such as butterflies and wasps or other kinds such as lice and worms. The only exception in this group is locusts, which are halal to eat. By this, we are done with the general rules of animals. Now, a question: is it permissible to eat all parts of a halal animal? It is halal to eat the meat, heart, liver, rumen, intestines, cartilage, skin, muscles of a halal animal. And the haram parts of a halal animal are the urine and the excrement, reproductive organs, placenta, all glands, spinal cord, vagus nerves, gallbladder, spleen, eyeballs, and blood. But the remaining blood in the halal slaughtered animal is halal if it becomes dissolved in the food. Some general notes. Dairy products and eggs are halal if their source is a halal animal. If the source of an egg is unknown, we can check its two poles. If they are unequal in shape as the egg of a chicken, then it is halal. However, if both poles are similar, the egg is haram. Some halal animals may become haram in certain cases. For example, if the halal animal suckled from a pig, ate feces of a human being, or drank wine until drunk, it becomes haram to eat. For more information, please refer to the Islamic laws book. The woman's milk is only halal for infants and it is haram for all others. Concerning non-animal products, it is haram to eat and drink the following. Every